Hello everyone, good to see you again. It's been a while. Let's learn something new today. American English File, 2nd edition, Book 1. This is part 7C. Alright, now look at the pictures, everybody. What do you see? Partying in the club, going to the movies, to the cinema, having, for example, lunch or dinner or gatherings with the friends, playing bowling. All right? Now, I have some questions for you. Okay, look at the questions. How do you have fun? How do you have fun? For example, if I want to have fun, I go to the gym or I go to a restaurant and eat some healthy food. What do you do in your free time? For example, I don't have free time. I'm always working. And how often do you go to the club or parties? Who do you go with? Well, for example, I don't go to the clubs, but I go to parties, birthday parties, and I usually go alone. Do you like movies or movie dates? I like movies and I like movie dates, but I don't have time for them. Or for example, how often do you meet your friends? Once a week, twice a week maybe. What's your favorite thing to do on the weekends? Going to the gym twice. Okay? Now, your answers. Speak with your partner. Do it. Okay, well done. Now, let's move on. Okay, let's read the title together. Why do we remember some nights in our lives? Why? Because they are special. For example, your wedding night. For example, your birthday, right? Is it because we went to a beautiful place, met interesting people, heard wonderful music, or saw a fantastic movie? Why? Why are those nights memorable, special? For example, look, in A, they are dancing by the seaside. Good experience. Or in B, they are holding hands, being happy. And C, look, he's crying somehow. He has a football team shirt on. So, yeah, it must be special for him. Good. Talk to your partner. Okay. Now, talk about the night that is special for you to your partner. Okay, let's move on. Now, everybody, we have two interviews. Maggie from the US, the United States, America, and Mehmet from Turkey or Türkiye, right? Good. Now, again, we asked people all over the world to tell us about a night that they can never forget. They can't forget. Okay, first, I want you to read the interviews and match them with the pictures. Mehmet and Maggie. Okay, do it. Good. Now, let's read the interview together. Let's start with Maggie. Number 1, it was in February when I went to New York City. All right. 2, I was with my family and it was my sister's birthday. She wanted to see a Broadway show and my favorite actor, Nick Jonas, was the star. So my dad got tickets and organized a surprise meeting with Nick after the show. Well done. Number 3, I felt pretty. I wore a black dress and a red coat and warm black boots. Number 4, it was a cold and cloudy night. Number 5, after the show, many people were at the side door. Then a theater worker opened the door and Nick Jonas came out. We were really excited because he spoke to us and said happy birthday to my sister. We took some pictures with Nick and then he left. Number 6, we went back to our hotel at 11 p.m. Number 7, it was an amazing evening. Amazing evening. I saw a great show and met my favorite actor, and my sister had a memorable birthday. Okay, which picture is it? I guess you know. Mehmet from Turkey or Türkiye. The new name for Turkey is Türkiye, right? Number 1, it was last year. I was in Istanbul, where I live as well, Istanbul. Number 2, I was with my friends and it was my best friend's birthday. I wore a black t-shirt and blue jeans. Number 4, it was a hot night and the water was really warm. Number 5, we went to a great place called Jazair. It's an old building with a great restaurant. We had dinner and after dinner we had a coffee. Then we went to the beach at Florida, my favorite place, and swam in the ocean. It was fantastic. The water wasn't very clean, but we didn't mind. Number 6, after our swim, we were tired and decided to go back, but I couldn't find my car keys. We went back to the beach and we looked everywhere, but it was too dark. In the end, I left the car at the beach and I went home in my friend's car. I got home really late at 5 in the morning. It was a memorable night because we had a fantastic dinner and took a great swim, but also because I lost car keys. I lost the car keys. It was my father's car and it was really angry. Okay, so let's match them with the pictures. All right, Maggie is in photo B and Mehmet is in photo A. Right, very good. In the next part, everybody, I want you to read the text again and match the questions to the answers. These are the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7 questions in each part. Match the answers to the questions. Do it. For example, look, number 1. When was it? Where were you? It was in February when I went to New York City. It was last year. I was in Istanbul where I live. Okay, that's the example. Do it. Okay. Now the next question. Who were you with? The third question. What did you wear? The fourth question. What was the weather like? Fifth. What did you do? Sixth question. What time did you get back? And the last question. Why was it a memorable night? Well done, everybody. You did very good. Now, in the next part, simple past, irregular verbs. Now, do you remember for regular verbs, we just use ed. Play, played. Talk, talked. Right? But there are some verbs that are irregular. Read this and complete the verbs. This is the present form. This is the past form. Can, could. Do it. Good. Now, listen and check.
3.58.
Can,
Could.
come,
Came.
feel,
Felt.
get,
Got.
go,
Went.
have,
Had.
hear,
Heard.
leave,
Left.
lose,
Lost.
meet,
Met.
see,
Saw.
speak,
Spoke.
swim,
Swam.
take,
Took.
wear,
Wore.
Okay. So, come, came, feel, felt, get, got, go, went, have, had, hear, heard, leave, left, lose, lost, meet, met. Pay attention. Meet, met, see, saw, saw, speak, spoke, swim, swam, take, took, wear, wore. Good. These are called irregular verbs because the past form is not ed. Now, everyone, just listen and practice.
3.59.
I went to Canada last month. I didn't go to Toronto.
Did you go to Montreal?
Okay. 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 a question. Look, so the base form, these are some of the irregular verbs. Go, have, get, teach. Now, the past, when it's positive, go, went, have, had, get, got. But the negative, you use the auxiliary verb, didn't. Auxiliary means helping, the auxiliary verb. Didn't go, didn't have, didn't get, didn't teach. Use the auxiliary verb. So, you use the irregular past form only in positive sentences. I saw a movie last night. Now, you use the base form after did or didn't, the auxiliary verbs, when you want questions or negative form. For example, did you see a movie last night? Did you see a movie last night? Did, the helping verb, plus the base form. Now, I didn't go out last night. The didn't, auxiliary verb, and go, the base form, you make it negative. Now, remember the word order in questions. Auxiliary subject base form. For example, did you go out last night? Or question word, auxiliary subject base form. Where did you go? All right, this is the model. Look at the model. Now, could, past tense of can is could, couldn't. All right, not didn't, can. I couldn't do it. And when you want to make it into a question, could you do it? Could you do it? Easy. You just need some practice. Okay, now first, these are some of the verbs I want you to learn. Listen and practice.
5.58.
Be,
Be,
was,
was,
were,
were,
been,
been.
Become. Became. Become.
begin, began, begun,
Break. Broke. Broken.
bring, brought, brought,
Build. Built. Built.
buy, bought, bought,
Can. Could.
catch, caught, caught,
Come. Came. Come.
cost, cost, cost,
Do. Did. Done.
drink, drank, drunk,
Drive. Drove. Driven.
eat, ate, eaten,
Fall. Fell. Fallen.
feel, felt, felt,
Find. Found. Found.
fly, flew, flown,
Forget. Forgot. Forgotten.
get, got, got,
Give. Gave. Given.
go, went, gone,
Have. Had. Had.
hear, heard, heard,
Know. Knew. Known.
leave, left, left,
lose, lost, lost,
make, made, made,
meet, met, met,
pay, paid, paid,
put, put, put,
read, read, read,
run, ran, run,
say, said, said,
see, saw, seen,
send, sent, sent,
sing, sang, sung,
sit, sat, sat,
sleep, slept, slept,
speak, spoke, spoken,
spend, spent, spent,
stand, stood, stood,
swim, swam, swum,
teach, taught, taught,
take, took, taken,
tell, told, told,
think, thought, thought,
understand, understood, understood,
wake, woke, woken,
wear, wore, worn,
win, won, won,
write, wrote, written,
Good. Now, remember, you don't need to memorize. Just know. Just look at it and know. All right? You don't need to memorize it. Now, let's practice together. Okay. Now, complete the text with the verbs in the parentheses, but in the past form. All right? Part B, complete the questions in the simple past. Did you go out last night? Yes, I did. And C, correct the information using the word in the parentheses. For example, they got home at midnight, 11 p.m. They didn't get home at midnight. They got home at 11. Okay, this is on you. Stop the video and do it. Okay, let's do it together. Last week, I went to New York City with some friends. We met at the train station at 7:30 a.m. Our train left at 7:45 a.m. In the morning, we bought some souvenirs. Then we had lunch at a Chinese restaurant. In the evening, we saw a play at Lincoln Center. We got home very late that night. We all felt very tired but very happy. Okay. B, complete the questions in the simple past. Did you go out last night? Yes, I did. Number 1, what did you wear? I wore jeans. Number 2, where did you meet your friends? We met in a cafe. Number 3, what time did you get home? We got home late. Number 4, how did you go home? We went home by taxi. Number 5, did you have a good time? Yes, we had a great time. Good. Complete the information using the word in the parentheses. Okay, number 1, she wore a red dress, blue. She didn't wear a red dress. She wore a blue dress. Number 2, I left work early, late. I didn't leave work early. I left work late. Number 3, we went by train, bus. We didn't go by train. We went by a bus. Number 4, he lost his cell phone, wallet. he didn't lose his cell phone. He lost his wallet. And the last one, number 5, you had a sandwich, salad. You didn't have a sandwich. You had a salad. Well done, everyone. You did very good. That's the past tense in irregular form. Okay? Very nice. Now, we have a listening here. You are going to listen to David from Spain talking about his memorable night. Look at the photo scene 1. We have it here. Where was he? Why was it memorable? Why was it a memorable night? A special night? Listen and answer. Let's go.
3.60. When was your memorable night?
Te puedo decir exactamente, fue el 11 de julio del 2010.
I can tell you exactly. It was July 11th, 2010.
Why do you remember the date?
Because it was the final of the World Cup, Spain against Holland.
Where were you?
Well, I'm a flight attendant, and that day I was in Acapulco, in Mexico.
Who were you with?
I was with 3 other Spanish flight attendants.
Where did you go to watch the match?
We didn't go out. We watched the match in the hotel restaurant.
And what did you wear to watch the match?
We wore Spanish soccer shirts that we bought in a store, and we also had red and yellow scarves.
Tell me about the night. What did you do?
Well, the match was on in the afternoon, Mexican time. We went down to the hotel restaurant early to get a good seat. There was a big screen. The restaurant was full of Spanish tourists. There was a great atmosphere.
And Spain won the match, of course.
Yes, it wasn't a good match, but when Spain got their winning goal, everybody shouted and jumped up. It was amazing. When the match finished, we all went out. We wanted to celebrate. We went to another restaurant near the beach, and it was full of Spanish people. Everyone was really happy. We had a great party.
What was the weather like? Do you remember?
Yes, it was a warm night. About 20 degrees Celsius, I think.
What time did you get back to your hotel?
I can't remember exactly, but very late. About 3 in the morning. Luckily, I had a free day the next day, so I didn't need to get up early.
Why was this night so memorable?
First, of course, because Spain won their first World Cup, but also because of the circumstances. We were very far away from Spain, thousands of kilometers away in another country, but we all felt very Spanish that night.
All right. Good. Good. So, where was he and why was it a memorable night? Of course, David watched Spain win the World Cup on TV in a restaurant in Mexico. And it was memorable because, in Mexico and Spain won, right? Very good. Now, listen again, correct the information. For example, look, it was on August 11th. No, it was on July 11th. Listen very carefully. If you need, you can listen multiple times. All right, let's do it.
3.60. When was your memorable night?
Te puedo decir exactamente, fue el 11 de julio del 2010.
I can tell you exactly. It was July 11th, 2010.
Why do you remember the date?
Because it was the final of the World Cup, Spain against Holland.
Where were you?
Well, I'm a flight attendant, and that day I was in Acapulco, in Mexico.
Who were you with?
I was with 3 other Spanish flight attendants.
Where did you go to watch the match?
We didn't go out. We watched the match in the hotel restaurant.
And what did you wear to watch the match?
We wore Spanish soccer shirts that we bought in a store, and we also had red and yellow scarves.
Tell me about the night. What did you do?
Well, the match was on in the afternoon, Mexican time. We went down to the hotel restaurant early to get a good seat. There was a big screen. The restaurant was full of Spanish tourists. There was a great atmosphere.
And Spain won the match, of course.
Yes, it wasn't a good match, but when Spain got their winning goal, everybody shouted and jumped up. It was amazing. When the match finished, we all went out. We wanted to celebrate. We went to another restaurant near the beach, and it was full of Spanish people. Everyone was really happy. We had a great party.
What was the weather like? Do you remember?
Yes, it was a warm night. About 20 degrees Celsius, I think.
What time did you get back to your hotel?
I can't remember exactly, but very late. About 3 in the morning. Luckily, I had a free day the next day, so I didn't need to get up early.
Why was this night so memorable?
First, of course, because Spain won their first World Cup, but also because of the circumstances. We were very far away from Spain, thousands of kilometers away in another country, but we all felt very Spanish that night.
All right, so let's check the answers. Number 2, he was in Buenos Aires. He was in Acapulco in Mexico. Number 3, he watched the match in a hotel room. He watched the match in a hotel restaurant. Number 4, he wore a Spanish soccer shirt and a yellow scarf. He wore a Spanish soccer shirt and a red and yellow scarf. Okay. Number 5, the match was in the evening. The match was in the afternoon. There were a lot of American tourists there. American, come on. There were a lot of Spanish tourists there. Number 7, after the match, they went to a restaurant downtown. They went to a restaurant near the beach. Number 8, it was very cold that night. Actually, it was very warm that night. And number 9, he got to the hotel at 4 in the morning. He can't remember when he got back to the hotel, maybe around 3. Good. You did very well. Nice practice. Now, everybody, vocabulary, go, have, get. Can you remember the phrases about Mehmet? Right, went, had, or got. Okay, let's do this together. We went to a great place called Cezayir. Number 2, we had dinner, and after dinner we had a coffee. Number 3, then we went to the beach at Florida. And number 4, I got home really late at 5 in the morning. Very nice. Okay, now everybody go, have, and get. Go, have, and get. Match the pictures with the corresponding phrases. For example, number 1. Look, number 1. Go for a walk. Or number 2. Go by bus, by car, or by plane. All right? Match the pictures with the phrases. Do it. Very nice. Now, listen and check.
3.61. 2. Go by bus. Go by car. Go by plane. 1. Go for a walk. 4. Go home from school. 9. Go out on Friday night. 6. Go shopping. 7. Go to a restaurant. 8. Go to bed late. 3. Go to church. Go to mosque. Go to temple. 5. Go to the beach. 11. Go back to work. 10. Go on vacation. 17.
Have a car. Have a bike.
14.
Have long hair.
18.
Have breakfast. Have lunch. Have dinner.
15.
Have a drink.
16.
Have a good time.
13.
Have a sandwich.
12.
Have a sister. Have a brother.
25. Get a newspaper. 21. Get a taxi. Get a bus. Get a train. 24. Get an email. Get a letter. 22. Get dressed. 23. Get home. 20. Get to the airport. 19. Get up early.
Okay, well done. Check with your partner. Very nice. These are the answers. So, for example, number 4. Number 4, go home from school, right? Or, for example, have a sandwich, have breakfast, or, for example, have a new car, all right? Or, for example, forget, for example, 24, get an email, get a letter. Well done, you did very good. Now, take turns saying 3 things you did yesterday and 3 things you did last week with went, had, and got. For example, yesterday I got up early, I had breakfast in a cafe, I went shopping. Talk about the past. Do it now. All right? Okay, pronunciation. Sentence stress. Look at the questions in A Memorable Night below. What words are missing? A memorable night. First, make the questions, everybody. Okay. Now, listen and repeat. Copy the rhythm.
3.62.
When was it?
Where were you?
Who were you with?
What did you wear?
Where did you go?
What did you do?
What was the weather like?
What time did you get home?
Why was it a memorable night?
Well done. So, when was it? Where were you? Who were you with? What did you wear? Where did you go? What did you do? What was the weather like? What time did you get home? Why was it a memorable night? Well done. Now, in the next part, you're going to interview your partner about a memorable night. Do it now. Ask the questions, write the answers. Okay, very well. Okay, another one done. Very nice, everybody. We're making progress together, you and me. We're gonna learn this to the end. Wish you all the best, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you have a question, you can comment it down below, email me, use Instagram to direct me, whatever you want. See you soon.